tried to give a demonstration on this, but it's pretty easy, so.
Just, they're trying to record
You need
this
to get up here to
for
record.
posterity, so speak loud and
Are y'all familiar with how it works? Okay, this is your main control valve. This is gonna supply water or shut off water to your system. This is a control valve for your wet system. This is a control valve for your dry system. When filling up your wet system, you have to have your main control open to get water to any of it. And you just open your valve and let it fill. It'll stop. The bell will ring until it's full. And then once it's full, it'll stop. And you leave your valve wide open. The only time the valve is shut is when there's repairs done, or if there's a false alarm and there's no fire, and you're just shutting the water off, because the water will run until this is closed. Your standpipe, there's not water unless the fire department pumps water into it, so this should stay dry. And there may be condensate, so you'll drain your hose valves in the garage periodically. In your dry system, your compressor, this is how this valve back here controls the air to your system from your compressor. And you'll leave the valve, you'll open the valve until the compressor quits running. And then with your main drain open, you slowly open your control valve in order to not trip the system, because if you slam water against this valve, you'll trip your system, and the air's, you'll be filling your system with water instead of having air. So, and this, there's only water from here to your clapper.
and we'll talk about what happens if that.
Now, if a head were to break, you're gonna relieve the air from the system, and that water will fill your system to wherever the location is. And your heads for your dry system are only in non-conditioned airspace. Your coverage for your wet system is only in conditioned airspace. So, and that's basic rundown of how this system operates.
Anything on the alarm?
And as far as your alarms go, there's only gonna be alarms go off if there's water flow. The alarm should not go off if there's a tamper. I mean, it'll beep, should be a supervisory, but not a full-on alarm. Only full-on alarm is when you have water flow.
You wanna talk about how to drain the two dry systems?
Yeah, you would close your valve, and in the case that this system is tripped, there's on either end of the building, there's access panels, and they're marked auxiliary drain. You would open those two drains, and that would relieve the water from your dry system before you reset it again. And then you have, at the bottom of the stairs over here outside of your electrical room, you have a drum drip, and it's the same with both auxiliary drains. Every so often, you'll have to relieve the condensate from the pipe, and to do that, you keep your outer valve closed, and you open the inner valve to let the condensate fill up the drum. Then you close your inner valve and open up your outer valves, and that'll relieve the condensate from the pipe. And that's to be done periodically. So if you'd like, I can take you and show you where those valves are at.
That's gonna, if they wanna see the plan, it's gonna apply to me.
But with the dry system, it will condensate, and that's the purpose of the drum drips.
I do have a question though. I noticed that it's more laying on the side instead of up and down, more traditional. Is that gonna cause any problems for drainage?
I don't believe it will. The condensate should slope down. It's got a little slope to it, so it should fill the drum, and the pipe's bigger, so it goes from 1 inch to 2 inch.
Right.
So it should fill into the drum.
Okay, and the air itself should blow the rest.
Right.
Okay.
Is there any other questions about it?
You guys are easy.
Yeah.
Do you wanna see the drain locations? Are you familiar where they are or no, or Randy, it's only you?
It's gonna be me for now. We just run that. They need, really for them, anything alarm related to the systems, what they need to really know about. Anything out there in the garage, it's gonna cause any kind of problems with alarm related stuff, that's what they need to know.
Yeah, basically it's just for water flow. That would be the only time that you have alarms.
Okay, very, very simple system.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thanks, Mark.
Yes, sir.